Yo, it absolutely bangs, but in order for me to unmute myself, I had to click off of it as the active window and thus mute the game temporarily. Hold up, I'll go back. Maybe they got another banger. No, it's just the outro. Hello, my early North American audience, EU folks from around the continent, anyone living in Africa, morning time to early afternoon South Americans. I don't know what time it is in Australia, okay? I'm gonna say that it's like 18 hours ahead. This is like 4 a.m. there. 3 a.m. Yeah, that's... I wouldn't... See, this is how you learn a lot about someone by whether they describe like 3 or 4 a.m. as early or late. For me, 4 a.m. is extremely late. But for my parents, 4 a.m. is extremely early. That's a time where, you know, if you woke up in the middle of the night and you couldn't fall back asleep, you would be like, I woke up super early this morning. So the track bangs. If you'll give me a moment, I'm gonna lower the volume because it's I mean, it's not that it's loud. It's just that, no, do not mute all volume. Are you out of your mind? Apply settings. Here I am, live on Wednesday. We're playing a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean 3 hours of Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. This is a sponsored stream. It's sponsored by GOG. I would be remiss if I didn't let you know GOG, obviously, is a property of CD Projekt Red, the developers and publishers of The Witcher games. You know The Witcher 3, perhaps you've heard of it, one of the most well-respected games of all time, and certainly of the past generation. They released Gwent maybe an autumn or two ago. When I previewed Gwent at E3, they had this single-player RPG PvE mode in it, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Here we are. Year and a half after that, close to 2 years after that, Thronebreaker appears. A standalone RPG experience based on the Gwent game. I'm also playing this GOG Galaxy. Everything on GOG Galaxy is DRM free, including Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. Thanks to GOG for sponsoring our morning stream. We're going to begin playing some Thronebreaker here. Oh, Gucci. I shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, new game. Adventurer, for players who want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the story with the option to skip battles. For players seeking a moderate challenge and an impactful story, that's me. For players familiar with Gwent and ready to put their skills to the test, I am familiar with Gwent, but I am not ready to put my skills to the test. Give me a middle. By the way, I do need to point out, Thronebreaker came out yesterday on GOG Galaxy. You can scroll down below the video player, click on that link, and pick it up for yourself. I mean, I'm not trying to stunt. I haven't played it at all myself yet, but I did peep last night. It's got an 86 on Metacritic, putting it in some great company for 2018. This is so exciting, I never managed to catch NL live. It's surprising to me, because I never seem to not be live. Excuse me, but the broadcaster has not enabled in-game drops.
The year 1267.
Just wait till we get out of the prologue,
War
please.
hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Meve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage.
Meve, it's a 3 colorless mana, 2 forests. Tempt to destroy all of the artillery your opponent has on the back line.
In Maeve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms.
All right. Anytime
Caldwell had
you're
clearly
learning
ridden
how to
hard.
run two
Drops of
kingdoms, you know it's going to be a
perspiration dangled from
tutorial.
his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty. Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value.
I'm not going to put her in my deck because she's only a 3 of diamonds. I don't play much bridge, but I don't think that's good. I would rather have the son of bumblebees.
That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Settle down, Caldwell.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained. I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall, to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I think there's a monster truck rally there this
I
weekend.
beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, Your Grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I
Of course,
vow,
after I have a
if it be Your Grace's
second
wish.
lunch.
After weeks in the saddle, your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
All right. Welcome to the Thronebreaker tutorial. I don't blame CD Projekt Red. Watched a lot of other Twitch streams, I'm sure you have as well. Whenever they play a brand new game, they go, where's the button I click on to win? Is this the win button? Is this the win button? So a tutorial is a pretty commonplace experience in these games. But you are dealing with an advanced level gamer with extreme inertia when it comes to card game mechanics. I got a lot of momentum. But I'll play your game. You can control your character using the left mouse button. Follow the cobblestone road to reach the next stage of your journey. I'm going to take the long way around, thinking that maybe there's going to be some grist at this windmill. Incorrect. Exactly. I did get a play of the game in Call of Duty last night, so I'm just trying to say, gotten a lot better at video games lately. Got over a 1.00 KDR in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Okay? Yeah, but where was that tree stump, though? It's right next to this guy. All right. Yeah, no, I see ya.
Oh, thought it were bandits riding in.
Hello.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire.
You
till
named
she
your
told
daughter
them where
Milka?
She buried her gold.
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
Congratulations, you found a treasure map. Search the area and you may just find a secret location marked on the map with an X. Okay. 4 trees, tree stump, house. Got it. Back.
The strays, they're called, Your Majesty.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just like, I'm trying to steal your daughter's gold if you'll give me a moment. Thank you very much for the 21 wood. Oh. Excuse me. I would like to visit this barrel. I'm assuming X is actually unclickable. My mistake. 26 wood. Why am I wasting my time with 21 wood when there's 26 wood just sitting right there? Go to the flag. Helmy banner. Genius. Thank you so much. I told you I don't need a tutorial. I just got 7 helmets. Enable drops or we pops. Let me do the tutorial first, and then we can talk about dropping and popping. Your Majesty, it seems that someone's felled an old oak which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? I will take 1 helmet away, because well, I mean, I got a lot of everything, but sure, I'll trade a helmet for wood. No problem. Keep that treasure map in mind. Most interactive objects are marked clearly on the map, but not all. Some events cannot be predicted, so you best be prepared
Count
for anything.
Caldwell
Whoa!
rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Neve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
You don't understand? I'm not a traditional monarch. I rule like, wait, chat, you gotta work with me. What's the name of the character from Lord of the Rings? You know, where the one person goes, no man can kill me, and then she pulls off her helmet and she goes, I am no man. That's us. No, it's not Legolas. Yeah, Eowyn. You know, like the end of every little thing she does is magic by the police. Eowyn. Eowyn. You got it. Neve was convinced the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of a queen. Yet the strays of Spala were of a different breed. I noticed that as well. They held nothing sacred. Nothing sacred. Okay, okay. Start battle. I'm ready. I didn't finally watch Lord of the Rings. I saw all 3 of the Lord of the Rings films in theaters. When you were knee-high to a grasshopper, I was getting into PG-13 movies by my lonesome. You will play your cards. Yes, okay. I am familiar with Gwent, believe it or not. They can be played on melee or ranged. Excuse me. Artillery resin. Yes. Player who goes first is the player who initiated the battle. You encounter an ambush, your opponent will go first. New Gwent, new rules.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
When... Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't even worry about this. I understand other Twitch streamers. Well, I played all my cards. I didn't win. What happened? You're dealing with a very advanced level gamer. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. Some units have armor. It absorbs a certain amount of damage dealt to the unit. Okay.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select the card and read its short description. Additional information will appear if you right-click on the card. Let's see. Lyrian Arbalest. Damage an enemy by the number of cards in this row, and its reach is 2. Okay, so admittedly, I don't know what reach is, but that's okay. You boost yourself by 5 on deployment. Play a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck. Count Caldwell. Well... I'm gonna play the Lyrian Arbalist.
Give me a time.
Your turn. You will never get to use it. Play any card. Boost self by 5. Easy money. We're gonna play that one right there.
Salt of the earth they are, your grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Maeve's ability. Alright, but you haven't given us the emblem yet. She hasn't ascended as a planeswalker. Select the leader. And you can, excuse me, boost the unit strength and add armor to it. She can use this ability once every few turns. First select her, then select one of your units. Alright. I will boost you. I just want to. You seem like you want it more.
Crown, you dogs!
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Pardon me, sir? Your opponent's cards also have abilities. Be sure to read their descriptions carefully and adapt your strategy accordingly. Move 1 unit to the row opposite this unit and damage them by 1. You have heard my Lyrian Scytheman, and I will never forgive you. See, that was a bad turn, because what I was gonna do was put Caldwell on the front line, and it would be like, you know, do 2 more damage. In fact, I still think that's a pretty good play, although, you know, to be honest, I'd rather play him right here, and then, you know, play another Lyrian Scytheman.
This is.
The strays took tail and run.
I'm ready. Oh, they're done?
Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
When you have played all of your cards, the end turn button will turn into a pass button. Yes. I am ready. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. Of course, easiest win of my entire life. We almost quadrupled him in our first battle, and this is supposed to be the so-called tutorial. Okay, I'm very familiar with these cards.
Battle formation! Protect the queen!
I'm going all in. I will play a Lyrian Scytheman.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Have it the white of an eye from
Good. I wanted him back there. You're going to think that that's ridiculous, but it's true. I wanted him down there. And we're going to play another Lyrian Scytheman.
A time to sow.
We're going to buff up one of our units. We're going to pass turn. And then we're going to play a Lyrian Arbalist right in the middle.
Arbalist at your command.
And you are screwed, buddy. Excuse me. Alright, I can't hit you. So you know what? You are screwed, buddy. Range 2. Gotcha. 1, 2. Gotcha. Gotcha. You've won 2 rounds in a row, which means you're the victor. Congratulations.
The bandits stood not a chance.
Where's my rewards?
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Maeve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
All I ask is that you allow me to wear the mask that they were wearing. 13 wood. 16 wood. And then... somebody said... oh, the treasure, of course. The treasure area. There it is right there. Please tell me she buried some epic, mythic, rare cards. You discovered a card that can be used in the Gwent multiplayer card game. Reynard ODO. ODO notices Planeswalker. Claimed. It's pretty messed up that the queen, who was wearing a suit made out of gold, just stole property from a private citizen that she got from a treasure map. But, you know, I'm going to choose to ignore the implications there.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the pearl of the north.
Got me on my
With its
knees,
hills
Lyria.
and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Easy. I click the button. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army and give you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. Enter the workshop. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. You must get gold and wood. You'll definitely need access to a regional map, but to get it, you will first need to improve your royal tent. 1,000 gold? Acceptable. The workshop itself can also be improved. With each subsequent improvement, you will gain access to new, stronger units. Go into the command tent to view your army. This is embarrassing. There we go. In the command tent, you can create units and build your army from the available cards. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you to use stronger units. Got it. Got it. Upgrade your training grounds and workshop to get new cards. Grayed out cards are available, but you must create them before you can include them in the deck. Okay, you can gain... I say this for myself, by the way. I'm not just reading it out. I firmly believe in the reinforcement of knowledge by repeating things. It's like why I'm the kid... Well, I'm not a kid. I'm 29 years old. But I'm the student in your classes that annoys you because every time the professor speaks, I'm going... I'm typing it all down. Do I go back and exhaustively read the notes? Absolutely not. But just by typing it, it like reinforces a little bit of the information in your brain. So as I'll repeat it yet again. To create new cards, you need a particular resource of recruits. You can gain recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with a helmet icon. Gotcha. Oh, we've received additional resources to craft a Wagenburg card. Craft one now. I will search, please. Okay, that's which one of you is a Wagenburg? It was a 6 mana. There we go, right there. A 5 mana. Why is his a 6? He's got Founders Edition or something. Excuse me. Oh! Recruit. I will. Add it to your deck. There you go. Easy money. Typing doesn't increase the memory of the subject. There's studies on it. You ever hear of a little thing called the placebo effect? If I believe it helps, it helps. You can now take a look at the other camp buildings to familiarize yourself with their functions, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Well, you might as well take a look. I mean, come on. Ah, keys and card fragments. Sorry, I don't really care about reports, to be honest with you. I trust that The Witcher will deliver enough story. You can talk with your companions in the mess tent. Give them a little bit of your time, and you may just learn a secret or two. All right.
A bit of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease.
Because you gets none of these. It's not wearisome sitting alone?
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, my lady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start. Not by merit, but by birth.
Well, you're probably like the third oldest guy in the kingdom if you were 20 years old.
Both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim. And to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched. That he failed to think through. And yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Doomed to end badly, that, I dare say. He's just describing Middle Ages Twitter.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
You ever hear the Sun Tzu expression, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer?
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
Yeah, my dead husband was pretty dumb.
Then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave, save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. True.
Yeah, see ya.
It's time I attended to other
Basically, I gotta go. But also, what the heck are you? Aragorn? Oh, you're the statistics menu. Get me out of here. Remember that you can open your map by clicking on the compass rose icon on the left side of the screen. Your primary task is marked with an exclamation point. To see what awaits you next, scroll through the map. I have done so. Whip, whip, whip. I'm assuming that's the treasure we got. I am not interested in your wares.
To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less.
What, you run like a little wagon on the side of the road. How many taxes do you pay? Like 3 pence a year?
Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why, I'd have gone round, through Sodden. They told me. Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace. Is this what I pay taxes for?
All right, fair enough.
To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less.
Your army's morale can change. Neutral morale has no impact on cards, whereas low morale lowers. Okay, fair enough. Changes in morale depend on your choices. To increase it, remember to make an offering at a wayside shrine, but remember, after victorious battles, morale returns to neutral. High morale. Thank you.
Gods of mercy. Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages. Drawn here by blood scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm. I won't allow it. Attack!
Well, hold up there. I mean, I signed up for some politicking. I didn't know we were gonna be fighting the literal manifestation of Twitch chat right here. Okay, start battle. I'm ready. Try diplomacy first? No. Well, the army has high morale. We strike. A trophy will automatically appear on the battlefield at the beginning of the match. Got it.
Fog in broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
Okay. Row effects, I'm familiar. Weather cards.
Raynard, what is this?
It's a foglet. Read the card.
Stricker?
I can't be sure, your grace. It's the first I've seen of any such... thing.
Oh, ease up there, buddy. Okay. Just examining the battlefield quickly. Trigger this ability when your leader's ability is used, of course. Reach is your range. Understood. The Fortitude Tonic. I mean, I'm used to having wombo combos. I don't appear to have any wombo combos right now. I was trying to see the effect of fog. Damage the highest unit in this row by 2. Alright, I would prefer to not put any power in that row then. So we will create a farmer and buff them. And then pass turn. Both rows have fog. You are absolutely correct.
Carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first, until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
I'm familiar. You can use Fortitude Tonic to boost the strength of your units, but I got an ability here if you don't mind. So cooldown 3. Alright. So we're gonna play... no, I'm not gonna use Fortitude Tonic. This is a bad turn for Fortitude Tonic. I want to play my Lyrian Arbalist and destroy the ghoul. Although the ghoul got no value on deployment regardless. Okay, fine. I'll use the Fortitude Tonic and I'll boost the power of my Lyrian Scytheman for no reason. And then I'll pass the turn.
Fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do.
Wow, you are done.
Onward! Slay the filth!
Yeah, I will not play anything else because I have you dead to rights. I would like to end my turn, please. Don't... You have to play? Come on. Again, I'm not mad because I understand the average player doesn't understand the advanced level behind the scenes gameplay, but
before they had a chance to gorge.
Ooh, baby. The trophy will stay on the battlefield because it has resilience, of course. Permanent resilience, no less. All right. Lyrian Scytheman.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to...
Why doesn't the knight just walk across the battlefield and stab the monster? It's not like that, okay?
Your grace, yet more come.
They fill their bellies, man. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Well, you'd know a thing or two about that, wouldn't you? Because of the whole... Okay, that's just rude. Okay.
Curses.
That's a strong unit.
They've grown.
If only I
show no
had a
fear.
tonic to
Frenzied,
boost
my lady.
myself right now.
It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Alright, so you want me to bluff. Well, not bluff, but basically give up. Gotcha. Just like me, each enemy leader has a unique ability. Using its ability, the enemy leader destroyed your strongest unit and threw it to his necrophages as feed, which has made them much stronger.
My queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
Yes, I understand. I will pass now and keep my cards for the next round. We lost 46-6, but there was nothing I could do, dude. His ability has no cooldown, which I assume means it can only be used once. Remember, losing just one round does not mean defeat to win the battle. You must gain 2 victory
Victory
points.
must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready.
Give 1 charge to all units with depleted order.
Abomination.
I see. So we could... I have a game plan. I understand the Wombo combo. Wait, we don't have a farmer, though. Yes, I understand. Play Wagenburg on the melee row. Perhaps I will. During a turn, you can activate any number of cards that have the order ability. Most can only be used once, but the order ability of some cards can be activated multiple times in a battle. Order. Damage all units on an enemy row by this unit's armor amount, then lose all armor. Whenever a card appears on this row, gain 1 armor. Check this out. You ready? Oh, we have a cooldown on Meave still. It'll work one day, though. An Arbalist has been played on the melee row. I will hit you for 2. I will use the Wagenburg ability to hit you for 1. And I will use Meave to give you more armor yet so you can do more damage next turn after I play Mr. 15. They don't even give me order. They didn't let me do it. They're still hand-holding like I'm a, ELO 1350 gamer instead of where I actually am, which is exactly 1501, the minimum amount to be considered above average.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Do I get to use your ability again as well? You only have a deployment ability, so I don't really care about what you got going on there. Let's do that instead. You don't get your order replenished. Fair enough. You're screwed, buddy. I win. Ah, it's all units on the row. Gotcha. I will play out my glorious hand till the end.
Give me a time.
And then, there's 4 cards on this row. Let's do that. Pass turn, BM.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
La 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 la. $21 wood as well. Oh, don't even get me started on the... Ooh, 23 wood and 40 gold. Say what you will about the necrophages, but they got good taste. My beloved, please write as soon as you reach the temple. I know only 2 weeks have passed, but my heart weighs heavy with thoughts of you. Our home feels empty without you. I hope our offering, though modest, will please the Mother Goddess. With her blessing, we shall have a child at long last. I've no doubt you will make as loving a father as husband. Please be vigilant and return to me soon. Yours forever, Frilka. Yeah, he's dead. I agree.
Many trees we felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
Sure, I'll take infinite wood, please.
They call themselves strays. Well, we'll treat them like strays.
How do you treat a stray? Take it in and give it a loving home and teach it that, not all is cold in the world? That must be what he means. 82 gold. 1/3 of a new card. And another 77 gold on top of that? I'm going to say this is a 62 gold. No, this is a log, I think. I'm going to say this is a 20 wood. 22 wood. Okay, you're lucky. For a second, I thought I was psychic. It was probably like a like a 1 in 8 chance, but still. Discovering signposts allows the ability to fast travel, allowing you to move between them at any time from your regional map. That won't be necessary. 15 wood. I don't even get out of bed for less than 20 wood in today's modern era.
Lady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts, horns. Like a right proper nightmare.
Like a right proper cowboy.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
I don't respect a man who feels the need to share his musical taste with everybody as he walks around.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
8 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Maeve of Lyria and Rivia.
Have mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Calm your hearts, you've nothing to fear. I'm a merciful queen. Plus, I think you might have like a 1/1 peasant lifelink vigilance you
Calm
could give
your
me.
hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Maeve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
No, it's me at TwitchCon 2 days from now.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, no-how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
I mean, it's the least we could do is shake the man's hand. He probably gives like 85% of his grain to the
Helmer.
capital.
Son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in
She's
full
in
and
dire
forthrightly.
straits? You think she sings the hook? I want my
The bandits. Whom do they follow?
Him, my lady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall?
No comments.
What the name? A Gleaton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady! Aber no I
Yo, what is? Do you get paid by the
Gave
apostrophe?
us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
I don't even know how to parse that. It's like reading Beowulf.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Yeah, leave them be, obviously.
Leave them be. The harvest draws close. Hard work. They'll have their hands full.
Oh, milady. Thanks
Please
be to
take
you.
this
Thanks
card I've been saving.
be. I pray Mother Melita lay watch over your kind heart.
Pray she watches over yours. Should I hear of you sheltering bandits again, of you lying to my officers, I shall return and put torch to every hut, field, and orchard. Understood.
Maeve set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
Are you telling me I lost morale by not killing a peasant? What kind of cruel world do we live in? But you know what? I do respect it. Because most video games do the thing where they're like, hey, we found a kid stealing bread because his family's starving to death. Will you kill him or keep him alive? And if you pick kill him, everyone goes like, oh, you're a monster. If you pick keep him alive, everyone goes, right decision. And then all the Twitch chat goes, you know, why would you do that? Like, I appreciate a moral choice with real consequences. Excuse me, I have to go to this notice board. Wow. Loot. 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 Puzzle piece. That seems scary. If you'll excuse me, I have to pick up some wood. Ooh, notices board.
What is this, Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors in broad daylight.
My mistake, I didn't mean to skip through. Your Grace, two of the subjects humbly request aid. Yarplek and Wilmer. Yarplek? Summon the camp overseers. Have them see what can be done. Minus 25 wood for 50 gold. A few pieces of gold should suffice. Minus 50 gold for morale. There you go. Morale's back, baby. Nobody stops me from having neutral morale. We already got our gold back. Almost 100% post-haste anyway. There we go. My queen, Astrea of Spala, was found inside the dwelling. He was wounded during the siege on Hawksburn, then abandoned by his comrades. The location of their spoils he's offered to share. That is, should we spare his life. By a cur of his sword, I will not be bribed. Hang him. Thanks for the morale, nerd. La la lay, la 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 lay. The peasants are lucky because I'm bloodthirsty now.
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
We have to fight the rocks. In a flash, Reynard leapt for Meve, wresting the queen from her saddle. Had he arrived a moment later, Meve would have met her fate under a massive boulder. Alas, she was not yet free from danger. The entire escarpment had begun to collapse onto the road, along with the temple wall that stood atop it. Is this what I pay taxes for, to be crushed by a crumbling escarpment on the King's Road? Destroy all boulders. Shorten battle. 1 round only. Destroy all the boulders before they reach Meve's row.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back!
If there is a boulder on this row, Meve loses the battle.
Your Grace,
Gotcha.
the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
Play Wagenburg on the melee row. Problem solved.
What now?
End your turn.
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
Play an arbalist on the melee row, then attack the boulder closest to Meve.
I'm a won't say.
I feel, play another arbalist on the melee row. Yes, okay. My god, we're good. I understand that, yes. There's 5 units on the row, easy money.
Use the wagon now!
And then, look at that. You got to admit they're good archers.
I thank you.
They shoot an arrow directly into the epicenter of a boulder, vaporizing it in a single hit. They must be Welsh.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttresses doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
That's right. I know a little bit about the history of the 100 Years' War. Don't think I'm your typical Twitch streamer. I've read some Barbara Tuchman novels in my life.
A peasant cart, loaded with a
Hang
heap of
him!
hay, came rattling down the road from the opposite direction.
Clear the road!
Bellowed Count Caldwell, standing in his stirrups.
Make way for your queen!
The peasants obediently turned their cart into the roadside nettles. As she passed, Meve glanced towards it and froze. Atop the hay bale lay a badly wounded man gripped by fever. The thick, sweet stench of rot wafted from his bandaged legs.
Gods. Who did this to him?
Meve asked.
Bandits?
Nay, milady,
replied the cartman.
Nay, milady,
'Twere a beast. Yo, Panda Battalion, thank you.
Out to the east, down Wetterton Way, lies a boneyard, old as the elves, they say.
The peasant continued.
Clayton was setting snares round about there. Came running back to us, drenched in blood, rattling on about a long-haired wench come climbing out a grave. We's taken him to the good sisters of Melitele here on Bridge. Perhaps they can help him.
I'm certain they can. And will.
Replied the queen. Though just looking at the wounded wretch, she knew he'd expire before nightfall.
God speed you on your journey.
He's not long for this world. It appears he has
the queen whistled,
food
and her
poisoning.
mare resumed its trot.
Shall I send for a witcher, your grace?
Caldwell asked.
Yes!
One of those freaks should make short work of the monster.
Until we apprehend the bandits, I shan't allow a single soul to leave our company. Even on such an important mission as finding a witcher.
Meve replied.
Any who did would be captured at once. But, if fate brings us near Wetterton, perhaps we'll see to this monstrous harridan ourselves.
Your grace, we've only just fought beasts and scarcely escaped with our lives. This she-beast will take a silver sword. Magic formulae.
Yet a dozen arbalists will have to suffice.
The queen said, calmly but firmly.
And please, Caldwell, do stiffen your spine a bit. Now onward.
Just like, Caldwell, stop being such a bitch, okay? Here ends the main part of the tutorial. From now, you're on your own. Good luck. I'm so ready. Also, thank you for the achievement unlocked. Bring. Okay, fast travel. I do not wish to leave. What's going on here? We got a beast of burden. Murder most foul. Yo, that is not a pig, okay? That is a cow. It just has a pig's butt. Just checking.
Kneel and pay homage to the gods. You shall be rewarded. Melitele watches over us all. Yet you...
I don't wish to speak with you right now. Hold up, map, please. Locked item. Loot. I may not enter. Oh boy, I just got here. Hope I didn't miss the tutorial. You son of a gun. I swear to God. Whoa, I forget the name of these guys. Drowners. It's Yondu? Eliminate all drowners. Do not let any allies die. Hint, it takes just 1 damage to turn an even into an odd. These guys know how to fizz buzz. Start battle. I'm ready. Alright, it's galaxy brain time. On every turn on start, if this power unit's power is even, switch rows and damage all units on the opposite row by 2. Restraint. Cannot target bosses, okay. Deploy. Spawn 2 light infantry on the right. Deploy, or sorry, damage a unit by the number of cards on this row. I understand. What on earth? Set the power of each unit on this row to the average of all units' power, then destroy self. Okay, so we got 14 or 17. If you divide it by 2, does it make 2 8s? It doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm thinking... Does it damage all units on the opposite row by 2? Anybody have a death touch ability? All units on the opposite row by 2. So I think I want to deploy here. Damage you... Well... I think I lose. Oh! When you play a spy, it's on the enemy side. That's right. Okay. Close this, please. Can I... Oh, you can't use your leader's ability? Because I was thinking I would just use the leader, give the Wagenburg 1 armor. By giving the Wagenburg 1 armor, I could then damage both of these guys by 1. And then only this row would take damage. But I think here's the way we do it. I might be wrong. It gains armor on placement? No, only when something else is placed on the row, I think. It does say whenever a card, but turn an ally from the battlefield to your hand. Yeah, brain is definitely broken. Wait, I'll tell you one thing. We have to use the crushing trap after we've made them have an odd number. Like, my thinking right now is like if we have a 3 and a 4, then we play crushing trap. They should maybe both become 3s. I'm not totally sure. I think the way, like, I know I'm taking 45 minutes to take my turn here. Basically, I think I want to play a unit here, if possible. Tap one of their armors down. 3 of them, like these ones will all come up here and they'll all damage this row, which would be perfect for me. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way that I can do 1 damage. No, there is. Okay, let me try this.
1 bullet's all I need.
No, this will still definitely lead to me being killed, but let's try it anyway. There's only one way to learn, right? So the Arbalist will die. Never mind, I got the order mixed up. Alright, 15. So then, we play the Spy. And then it makes all of these guys have a 5, and they attack this row. Not a 5, that's a 3. Either way, they're not moving. That's the important part. Alright, so now we just got this guy bouncing back and forth. For some reason, I thought they had 15 total power. Okay. Every turn, on turn start, if this unit's power is even, switch rows and damage all units on the opposite row by 2. So, he will, if I don't damage this guy on the next turn, he will move back here, hit him for 2. Fair enough. We can decoy, bring the archer back to hand, try to get him trapped on this row, play a bunch of stuff on the back, and then just beat him. I understand. Decoy. I'm just trying to think, does it matter? Well, we have to deploy it here, that makes sense. I will not pass. So the first turn requires... I don't want to hit you by 2, I want to hit you by 1. Because... Okay, wait a second. I'm just trying to think about how to do it, because if I play the Arbalist and I hit you for 1, you won't switch anymore, and that would be bad. So what I want to do is play the Arbalist next turn and hit you for 1, which requires us to play something here, for example.
Carny Vettles. Hungry like
I don't know, maybe we're just going to beat them on numbers anyway. You know what? I deserve that. Okay, try again. Lyrian Arbalist.
Arbalist at your command.
Now I've done it backwards. Don't you have one unit with armor? It'll tank that damage. Oh, it won't tank all the damage. Okay. Crushing Trap. Got you good. End turn. Never mind. Restart. Still dead. Let's try this again. If you'll excuse me, Lyrian Arbalist. Sorry, we did it in the wrong way again. Please just murder me. I pass and lose. Restart. That egg has been scrambled.
Give me a time.
I literally did. No, we got it right. Okay. Be destroyed. All right. All right. What you definitely did not want to do is play the War Wagon at the very front. You want to play the Wagenburg. You want to play it on the back line. Then when he swaps, he will not hurt you. Then you play the Lyrian Arbalist. You might as well hit this guy for 2, keep him at an odd number. You get some extra armor, take you down. It hurts all. Okay, that's fine. Well, end turn, you'll swap and deal 2 to all. It's 11 to 6. Hear me out here.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Genius level strategies. What do you do next? What? Hold on. Maeve's army was overpowered and forced to retreat to safer ground. From there, the queen planned her next moves. Restart. You have to eliminate all the enemies. I defeated them with a numerical advantage in my Gwent cards. Is the special rules. Forfeit. Not a bad idea. You were 1 move from doing it right. Yo, this is a pretty big jump, and I'm not trying to say, like, I'm a genius at this or anything. It's a pretty big jump from, like, hey, we're gonna play the cards for you, to here's a specific puzzle like this. Okay. You've activated my Crushing Trap. End turn. Decoy the dummy. End turn. Just think of this as an RISC programming challenge, NL. I don't know what an RISC programming challenge is. So as a result, I don't understand. Oh, pretend it's a job interview? Alright, my biggest weakness is that I care too much. I think Wagner with the Wagen can kill all of them. You're right. This guy, at the start of his next turn, will swap up. Then, so we play this. No. I understand. You're right. Because the Wagenburg hits everything in the row, we want to have 3 or 4 units all up here with 3 or 4 HP. So, we probably start with the War Wagon. No, we need to start with the Wagenburg for sure. Yes, okay, fair enough. We're so close, actually. Following this, you know he's going to swap and deal 2 damage. So what happens next? Yeah, okay, I think I got it. I'm just... Yeah, no, I think we've got it.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf.
We need to play them here so that he gets the armor. Then we pass turn. Everything gets hit for 2 and dies, and can't lose any units. Right. Just write an algorithm that solves this using min-maxing. Of course, the classic min-maxing library included in the core language functionality. Just import min-max. Archer front row at that turn. Hit the one at 4 health to keep it on that row. Honestly, I need first grade instructions. I think we have to get the trap out when they're all on the same row. So I actually feel like on the first turn... Well, the first step would just be getting them all on the same row. Which is like, hit once. Yeah, okay, hear me out here.
I'm a one, sir.
Hit once, 3 up front. Thank you. Following that, I'm just trying to make sure we have it on the right order, because you're going to swap on the next turn, and then I could trap. But these 2 are also going to swap. You need to play Wagenberg first so he gets the armor he needs? Yeah, but he dies if he gets hit by 2 enemies. Maybe you play Wagenberg this turn. No, because then he will die. It's still... I really feel like trap now. The only other thing I could think of, and I'm going to try this once because I know the trap hits 3 here, but if we send out 1 more damage and just get on the right order, we should be fine. Like if I decoy the Arbalist, you come back, you 2 go back, then I play the Arbalist again, hit the one that's up here. Then we'll have all 4 on the same line to get hit by the trap. I'm going to try it. Give me 1 sec. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So now... we get all 4 units on the same rank. Play Crushing Trap. They all go down to 3. End turn. Then we play the Wagenberg. We end turn, but they don't have anything. Yes, thank you.
Can't take it.
Do this. Wagenberg. Look at that. No trap necessary on 3. You gotta use it on 4. I've never seen anyone solve it that way, and that's why you should have me in your organization. I think outside of the box, come up with esoteric solutions. Son, damned collectors have stopped by Hawksburn again, and once again we survive by the skin of our teeth so our beloved queen can import yet another Zaraconian rug. Devil's take her, I say. Gather anything of worth in the cottage and wrap it in greased sheepskin, take it to the field, and among the sheaves bury it. These cursed collectors will just have to make do with what pittance we give them. Ho, 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 ho. If you drive a car, I'll tax the street. Let me go.
Beware, some bandits on thy road round Dawn. Those that call themselves the Strays.
Cool. I'm stealing your helmets, if y'all don't mind. Excuse me, I would like to get to that wood, please. You know Taxman is a mocking song. It mocks the Taxmen. Yes, I know. That's why I brought it up as such on the NLSS last week. I said, how can the Beatles pretend to be a left-leaning band but also hate the Taxman so much? And then someone in chat said, at the time that they wrote the song, the effective tax rate, the highest income bracket, was 95% in the United Kingdom. And I said, you know what? I could see why they would be mad. Milady, the march has taken its toll on the men. A brief sojourn at this inn would do them good. Nothing improves morale like live music and a frosty mug of Vitamin Champion. It won't be necessary. We already have full morale. Excuse me, I'd like to... Thank you. I see some free wood.
Off to the nuptials, ma'am. Ought to cross this bridge here, then ride on straight as piss. An arrow.
Thank you. So if I earned 1 million, I would lose 950,000? No, you would fulfill your role in the social contract and give $950,000 to the state. Two very different things. Whoa! The peasants of Lyria have a saying. Flog a cow in her ilk, you'll get blood in place of milk. Young herdsmen naive enough to ignore such folk wisdom rarely live to a ripe old age. Eliminate the deranged cow. After 2 turns on turn start, destroys the lowest cow. If there are multiples, damage only one of them by 1 instead. I see your point. Okay. Play the top blitz unit from your deck. I understand. We can charge up your ability. Alright, so... Man... I understand. Turn 1, or sorry, the first time his ability activates, it'll take one of the cows down to 3. The second time, it'll take the cow that's at 3 down to 0. It'll kill them and we'll fail. So what we have to do is either kill the cow before then, or keep all of the cows that are not the deranged cow at the same level. Move a card in your deck to the top and strengthen it by 3, then trigger all allies' loyal abilities. This is new. So I think the way I see it right now is we probably want either arbalist, probably drummer actually. So the drummer comes out, uses his order, gets an ability. Then we play Reynard. Then we'll decoy Reynard again and give all the orders back. You can check your upcoming cards in this fight. Move a card in your deck to the top and strengthen it by 3. Hold up 1 second. Play the top blitz unit from your deck. I don't know what blitz means, and that's what's got me all twisted up. But I got an idea, okay? So we'll start with Regiment Drum. You know what? Let's start with Meaves. No, let's... Okay. We'll use Meaves' ability. Pick a card to move to the top of your deck. Deploy. Summon all copies of this unit. Okay, that seems really good. Then...
Again and again.
Excuse me.
And again.
Use your... Oh, you can't use your order until next turn. Gotcha. I still think you should use your order. And it doesn't really matter where you play it, I guess.
For Rivia!
And then, I'm just trying to make sure this cow doesn't die. But it's like, we're definitely gonna Arbalist hit, decoy, Arbalist hit, but... Yes, I've passed. Oh, it's my... He passed. It's my turn again. So this guy's about to die. Return an ally from the battlefield to your hand. Arbalist the second cow? You are absolutely correct. You genius. I didn't think about the esoteric ability. But then how are we gonna deal 16 damage to this dude? I know you would decoy Arbalest here, but how are we gonna kill the cow? You have a dude that refreshes charges? Yeah, but all my charge does is make this guy play more blitz units from my deck. Oh my god. The Lyrian Arbalists also have blitz? What a world. So forget the Arbalist, dude. We should actually just decoy the drummer and then play the drummer again. No. We should not do that. That's very dumb. Hold on. I have to run the numbers here. As ridiculous as it sounds. We play Renard to get the order back here. Absolutely.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Then, if you play all of the Arbalists, I don't know if they can all fit here, but I'm certainly hoping that's the case.
Give me a target.
8. I still think we have it. We have to end turn, though. Unless your cooldown's up. No. That was not Kate, that was me. I gotta play it through in my head, like chess style. These puzzles are rough. So I think you decoy the Arbalist, pass turn, play the Arbalist here, hit a cow to keep them from dying. The only other option I see is... Still not ready, huh? Hey! Oh! I mean, it doesn't really matter, but sure, go for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Actually, you know what? Decoy Reynard. Play it. Regiment Drummer. That seems right to me. I know you could decoy the Arbalist, play the Arbalist. But isn't it way cooler to decoy this guy, play him again, and then use your order to kill the... Yeah, that seems way cooler. Alright, let's do that. It's my turn. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still... Is it 8 or 9 per row? The row limit is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be 8.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
This would be 9.
Arbalist at your command.
Look at that. Unnecessary galaxy brain move. Let's go! Adding a decoy to the deck. Extremely strong. Make sure nobody sees you. People are already talking. Your beloved bee. Thanks for the key, you fool. Excuse me, I need the helmet, please.
The Queen rides her there. The Queen. She'll smite the bandits. Save us, one and all.
That house had the key icon? Which house? Oh, I was gonna go back to the quest area, but you are genius level strats. My fluffy sweet bun. My heart aches, but I cannot sneak away. So many have arrived in the village, it's become impossible to slip away unnoticed. I spun a tale for my nosy aunties to escape even for the briefest of moments. I managed to sneak some silverware under my dress, but I think it's best to leave it here for now and return once the hysteria has died. Soon we'll have enough to begin our new life. I'll watch for you forever. Yours, B. That letter is not from a cow. I think you're missing the nuance. Yo. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody's gonna play the lyre.
Maeve's ear suddenly caught brisk music and voices raised in song. She had no doubt. A wedding ceremony had just begun in a hamlet just off the high road. When the bride's father spotted the royal retinue, he rushed up to beg the queen to bless the newlyweds. Maeve obliged cordially. Encouraged, the father boldly invited Maeve and her court to join in the festivities.
You do us a right honour, my lady. And your men would bolster their strength afore to march ahead. We beg
Pardon
you,
me?
eat, drink, and rejoice with us.
I will join in the wedding celebrations, of course.
I haven't slippers to dance in, but I trust I'll manage somehow. Lead on, good man.
The nuptials took place in the shade of a vast oak tree. Then the newlyweds and their guests walked in procession to a barn adorned with flowers. An uproarious celebration ensued. As she watched her soldiers dance shoulder to shoulder with peasants, Maeve felt a surge of pride at being their queen. The heart of Lyria. It beat most powerfully here, not in the gilded halls of palaces. Suddenly, a cry went up as strange armed men rushed into the yard.
There's the lass! Grab her!
Before anyone could stop them, the bandits took the bride and fled into the woods.
As was the style at the
suddenly
time.
Silenced, were now replaced by weeping, moaning, angry calls for pursuit. Deep grief upon his face, the host turned to Maeve with a plea.
Milady, we beg of you, help us!
It's like a murder mystery. You know, you go to a wedding, bride gets kidnapped, everybody has to work together to solve it like it's an escape room.
We'll not leave you wanting, good man.
Shouted the queen, slipping her feet into her stirrups.
Follow me! Here!
The earth trembled beneath the weight of horse and hoof. Tankards laid out for a midnight toast to the bride and groom clinked prematurely in the quake, and the Lyrians charged forth into the dark wood.
All right. Oh, okay. Fair enough. We will find them. Why would the queen risk her life to save a peasant? 'Cause it's a work of fiction.
Young again, heart bursting with love.
Good folk, the Queen's returned. Welcome her we must. Tribute in hand.
I mean, did you not hear what just happened, my good man? My queen, your subjects are troubled. A cow has given birth to a two-headed calf, an omen for an impending war. You can send a priestess of Malele to dispel it, but not without a cost. I've got it. I clicked on the wrong button. We already had high morale. We just wasted 50 gold for no reason. Well, there goes the speed run. Your Majesty. Fishermen dragged out an odd object from the Yavana. They claim it emits a magical aura of sorts. As it's of no use to them, they're willing to part with it for a modest sum. You know what? Yeah, give me that for 100 gold. Ooh! Emboldening Vapors. I remember this card. Doubles the strength of all units on the row. And then when it comes out, it goes... Commander's Horn, that's what it's called. Hold on, map, please. Yes, I should like to visit the main quest, please. Wrong name, but correct description. It's the most important part.
You spy that column of smoke? Gods damn it! Make haste!
As the Clayton estate appeared from behind a tree line, the queen and all in her retinue knew at once they had arrived too late. A veritable swarm of bandits milled about the yard.
Who have we here? I'll take a gander, lads. The Queen herself has deigned to come and see us.
See you, then kill you.
The strays of Sparla. 'Tis you who lead them. 'Tis you they call the Duke of Dogs.
Aye, 'tis I they dub so, and in other pleasant ways. Prince of Pariahs, Thane of Thieves, Baron of Brigands, and Marquess of Mendacity.
Colourful titles all, yet you omit one. Common cutthroat!
I beg your pardon and cry foul! I am anything but common!
You needn't get excited, Caldwell. Where is Lord Clayton?
Sadly, my lord's no longer with us. Turned us away, you see. Denied us hospitality. A sacred right, after all. Angered the gods mightily, I expect, as he promptly met a tragic end. Fell in the well and broke his neck.
Mlem.
I've heard enough. To arms! Attack!
$18. Story battle, special rules. Meve soldiers were seasoned warriors. They had served in many campaigns, fought on many fronts. Still, the strays of Spala caused them great unease. The brigands, howling like wild dogs, did not fight with ordinary sword nor spear, but with executioners' axes, boards with rusty nails, and instruments of torture. Their faces concealed behind ghastly prison masks. It's a planeswalker. At the beginning of a round, you can redraw up to 6 cards. Okay. Seems very good. Seems very good. Seems very good. Seems extremely good. I don't think we need 2 of these. Whoops. That was a right click. Oh! So now we're happy he has charges. Also pretty good. Alright, I can live with that.
Oh, lads! What say we throw this?
Excuse me, why are you on my side? If the sun... Stop. Mark a unit. Every turn on turn start, damage it by 1. Okay, I understand. Before turn start, if the sum of adjacent units' power is higher than self, damage self by 3. Every turn on turn start, move to a random position and damage adjacent units by 2. Alright, so we want to surround you with large units. I understand that. Just running it through the old noggin here. Play the top blitz unit from your deck. I will. I think I start here. Yeah, I remember your Scythemen go up by 5 every time you use your ability. I do remember that.
Again and again and again.
I will pass turn.
We'll catch 'em all!
Okay, you have marked me. I assume I take 1 damage per turn. Fair enough. Following this, what comes next? Higher. Has to be higher. Can't get there. Not yet, anyway. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play the top blitz unit from our deck. No, we're not going to play the top blitz unit from our deck. Never mind. We're going to play the top blitz unit from our deck.
1 bolt.
I can only hit for 4. Definitely should have hit the one that had marked. No, Sour Please is not a bad emote. Don't make me laugh. Alright, now we got him surpassed. Your turn.
Catch!
Deploy.
Stand back.
Set a row on fire.
Some alchemical concoction.
Every turn on turn start, all units on this row have a 33% chance of taking 2 damage. Sounds good to me, buddy. So here's what we're gonna do. Going to give 1 charge to units with depleted order. Also get over your level of HP, which is beautiful. Then you are gonna play the top blitz unit from your deck. We're gonna play that bad boy up here.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
No, you get out of here. You're not supposed to be here.
I smell a leak.
Okay, every row is on fire now. That was a very low roll. I'm highly upset. I mean, we have many potential viable options here. I definitely want to kill this guy. I want to stay ahead of him. Is there a visual indicator for when this is off cooldown? Maybe they start glowing. No ability? Wow, you are terrible. Okay, check this out.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Bottom right green
Left,
circle.
Right, left, right.
Bottom left green circle. Even better.
Shh, cork it.
Excuse me. After 2 turns, on turn start, boost self by the power of the unit on the right, then move to the opponent's side. I want to put a trash unit right here. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can only play 1 unit here. It's very bad. It's going to boost by 19 right now. That's terrible. But if I play... I mean, I guess if I play the archer, you don't get as bad. And it definitely destroys a unit as well. Yeah.
Give me a target.
Doesn't really matter.
Well,
why not Archer the leader?
Congratulations.
You know what? You think you're so good at the game, why don't you pick it up for yourself by scrolling below the video player and checking it out on GOG Galaxy for yourself. What we definitely should have done was hit the spy. Watch. Hold on. What's left in this deck? I can't see. I want to try something.
A lesson in humility coming now.
Cannot fit there. That's okay. First
I'm
one's out.
Your command.
I can't hit you. Fair enough. Could hit the spy, but I don't think it matters that much. Instead, we'll do 4 here. 5 here. I think I might rather you die, to be honest, but... I mean, we're winning 118 to 13 right now.
No time for that.
The spy in your back row? Who cares about the spy in the back row, dude? He's an irrelevant also-ran.
Ugh. Lyrian lummoxes.
Sorry, you have a charge?
Got any victuals? Hungry
I know that we were at the row limit there, but so be it.
The chase is on!
Oh, you're in trouble, mister.
Aye.
So this guy is dead. Look at that. Easy money. That's the first time I've seen somebody kill him. Honestly, I'm not surprised, but I am a little embarrassed for my fellow content creators on this platform.
You'd have done better to die in battle. Bound for Lyria now, where the hangman will have his way with you.
Splendid! I've ever wished to see the capital.
Quite certain of yourself, you seem.
Many afore you have braided nooses for me, your grace. Yet as you see, my neck's straight as a pike.
Is this like in The Dark Knight, where they captured the Joker, and then that one dude had the phone
My threats are never
inside of his
hollow.
stomach? Remember that?
And if it's an escape you weigh, well, we've yet to see any man abscond from the dungeons of Lyria Castle.
I'd hope so. For to be known as second just wouldn't be worth the trouble.
Ugh. Take him away.
This is Malf in the
As
Witcher
soldiers
universe.
Placed the Duke of Dogs in shackles. There was a sudden commotion.
It's absolutely Malf in the Witcher
messenger
universe.
rushed in, sweaty, gasping for air.
He's like, I would have had
stained
you
of
if I
smoke
just had
and
a
blood.
vertical foregrip
His
for my
gaze
longbow.
spoke terror.
Your Majesty, graces. Nilfgaard's crossed the Yaruga. Black-clad hordes. Villages burn. Folk lie murdered.
Nilfgaard! Gods help us!
They march for Dravagrad. Prince Willem, he can't hope to arrive in time with aid. Help us. You must.
Dravagrad. Blast it all. Listen close, soldier. You're to take a fresh mount, ride hard back to your commander, and say the Queen comes to repel the foe.
Pardon me, madam? We've only
Your
just
Grace,
met.
Begging your pardon. Our force. We aren't many. Let's send for reinforcements first. Elsewise.
Reynard, I've seen Nilfgaard's trebuchets at work. Should we delay until we're stronger, they'll leave no stone standing in Dravagrad.
As her men prepared to march, Meve climbed the manor's tower. Smoke rose in columns in the distance. As more black pillars appeared one after the other, she knew they meant another home, another barn, another mill was in flames. Tears welled in her eyes, yet they were tears of anger.
Bastards. If it's war they seek, it's war I shall bring them. Reynard, prepare to ride!
Malem. Oh, Rivian Broadsword. In the command tent, you can change Meve's equipped weapon, thus changing her ability. To do this, select Meve in the upper left corner of the panel and place one of the available cards in your deck. If you'll excuse me, chat, I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to use the restroom.
First bandits, now this. Misfortune does indeed come knocking twice.
Caldwell, shut up! I have to pee.
In hobnail boots, tramping upon my land. Nilfgaard shall regret this. I swear on all that is sacred and blessed.
Thank you. I'll be back in one moment. Hello, chat. I have returned. All I can hear is the fire. The hands were washed, chat. I'm going to a convention this weekend. Anybody not washing their hands in advance and also at that should be barred entrance from the San Jose Convention Center. Should really just delouse us all as we walk through the front doors. Hold on a moment. Royal Tent. Increases the number of trinkets Meave can equip. That doesn't seem relevant to me right now. Gain between 25 and 75 gold for every battle won. Gain 1 recruit after every battle won. Have I not built the training grounds yet? I haven't. Well, I already have access to some of these. So I'm going to go for the workshop upgrade first. Training grounds, a little expensive. Increases Meave's movement on the map by 5%. Nah. You're right, it is a stronger variant of these units. It's pretty expensive, though. We only have, well, we have like no resources of any type left. Now, if you'll excuse me. What do we like in the deck? What do we hate? I will say, for right now, I don't necessarily like our field medics. Damage an enemy unit and all the enemies with the same power by 4. Wow. Okay, absolutely. I feel like the Rivian Pikeman is not necessarily what I want to do. It's kind of like an overwhelming build. The Arbalist is good, which kind of makes the Field Medic good as well. But a Decoy seems pretty solid too. So let's add a Decoy at the expense of a... Well, if you're going to take out one thing, it probably should not be a Pikeman. Oh no, we only have 2 Pikemen. Get both of them out of there. They're trash. Give me 1 Decoy, and then maybe we can build another card of some usefulness. Like Count Caldwell, who can let us get all the Arbalists out there. Oh, we can. It's legendary. We already have one. Gotcha. You did not add the decoy? Can we just add 2 decoys? Apparently not. You don't have any more copies of this card. I mean, I like the Wagenburg. I want to stay at a 25 card deck for now. Good. Excuse me, what? We're using too much food in the deck? What does that even mean? My deck's too good, so they won't let me use it? The Wagenburg is too much. Yeah, but too much what? It's too many creatures? I'm afraid I can't afford the trap, so... You know, I guess... Can't afford anything. The yellow number is the maximum power you're allowed to have? I see. So the Wagenburg is 15 food. So we can add 10 food in one card. I mean, I'm okay adding another Arbalest. I just don't have that much gold. Kind of spent all of my money adding the Wagenburg. It's not like I'm mad or anything, but like... I don't really feel like I should put a single Rivian pikeman into the deck. Can I take out something that has 10 food now? Like, can I take out a war wagon, for example? That's only 6 food. That hurts. That hurts a great deal. Lonely pikeman. I mean, he's so useless. Now I got a 26 card deck. Very painful. The problem is, I need to cut 5 food, but also not take out a card. You know what I mean? Because I need to have a minimum of 25 cards. A minimum of 25 cards. Take out the count? Absolutely not. Lonely pikeman it is, I guess. Where are we going? Where are we dropping, boys? Give me a little... No, don't give me a little fast travel action. We're going through the towns. Ah, now look at what you need to build in order to get more food. Now you're speaking my language. That makes perfect sense. Get out of here.
Suddenly, Meave's force found itself marching straight towards a Nilfgaardian company. To the Queen's surprise, the invaders did not immediately assume battle formation. They proceeded instead in her very direction without a sign of panic. The man leading the Nilfgaardians was clad in rich robes. He exuded pride and the scent of musk.
I am Traern Vardifir, Your Majesty. I was asked to present your esteemed grace the ultimatum of the forces of the Empire of Nilfgaard.
Please give this man an Oscar.
The envoy cracked the seal on a scroll, unfurled it, took a deep breath, and began to read.
I, General Ardal Ebdahi, demand the immediate and unconditional surrender of Lyria and Rivia. Elsewise, I will burn down every city, town, village, and temple, place all your subjects in chains, and your armed men, defeated and captured, I will hang along the roadsides as a warning to all others in the barbarous north.
Except for Lisa, for she is my future wife.
As the final threat echoed in Meave's ears, the envoy put away the scroll and stood waiting for her answer, a mocking smile on his face.
I thank you, sir. A sophisticated missive that proves beyond a doubt Nilfgaard's superiority over the culturally backward north.
Answered the Queen in a voice frostier than Mahakam's snow-capped peaks.
To delay this matter I see no reason, so I give you my response to His Excellency. Go ahead and try, Whoreson.
That said, Meave slapped her mount with her reins and galloped away, leaving the Nilfgaardians in dust.
And leaving the villages undefended.
Whence they came, the Lyrians sending them off with a din of whistles and curses.
Excuse me, I would like to access this chest, please. It's a point-and-click adventure. I should just be able to click on the chest and the game will auto-pathfind me to its location. How many Nilfgaard jokes have we made? I've made none. Chat's made a lot. That's the difference between a comedian and a peanut gallery. If you'll excuse me. I need this wood desperately in order to craft a mess hall so I can have more food in my deck. My lady, the toilers formerly under Lord Clayton's service wish to join your army. I'm sorry to tell you, I do not have gold. I cannot join you on this mission. I'm afraid we have much need of this coin elsewhere. Oh, watch out, we're entering Nilfgaard territory. Map, please. Shrine. Shrine, shrine, everywhere a shrine. Barking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you see the shrine? We don't really want to donate to the shrine because we're low on gold, but we'll do it anyway. The shrine said all your army's gonna have high morale. It's a standard battle, the likes of which we've not seen for an hour. I'm ready. Okay. Let's look at the combo here. Remember your deck's win condition. Man, I hate the pikeman. Get out of my deck. You're alright. Lonely pikeman is not. Damage all units on the enemy row by this unit's armor amount. Then lose all armor. Gain 1 armor whenever a card appears in this row. You're fine. You're fine. I actually think that this is an okay start. I'm gonna try it like this.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Damage an enemy unit and all other units with the same power by 4. Oh! Watch this, okay? You ready?
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Turn 1. I'll allow it. Damage an enemy unit by the number of your allied aunties. Magnet Division. After 1 turn on turn start, summon a copy of this unit from your deck. Let me think. Okay. We definitely want the Wagenburg to be out there ASAP. This lady is going to destroy all these 5 power units anyway. Actually, she's going to destroy every unit. Just using my noggin real quick, if you'll give me a moment. Give 1 charge to every unit. No. So we don't want to hurt anything yet. What we do want to do is give as many orders to this guy as possible.
Can't take it anymore.
With 3, I still don't want to use your order yet. Yeah, I'm ready. Pass turn.
Yes.
Pick a random unit from your deck and boost it by
Off to
2.
the front yet again.
Excuse me? Well, that's no good. So you're screwed. Wait. I'd like to hit you for 3 if possible. I'd like to hit you for 3 is what I mean to suggest. I think instead I'm going to do it like this, okay? We're going to do a Lyrian Arbalist. I think you're screwed. We're gonna do a Lyrian Arbalist. We're gonna shoot you. You. All units in a row. We don't really want to do that. Nah, I still don't think it's worth it. Alright, we're gonna pass turn. Next turn, your life's over. They passed. We already win. Considering we already win, I don't really want to use my ability. So sure, I'll pass and win. Sounds good to me, buddy. You're right, we should have decoyed something. Okay, no pikemen. Everything here is fine. I would suggest not passing immediately. So usually we open with a Wagenburg. End turn.
My pits got sand aplenty.
Following that, a Vor Wagen. I mean, you could get a Lyrian Scytheman out there, but look at that.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
You can do 4 damage. That won't be necessary, but you are. Why are you getting hurt every time? Because of your ability with 3 cooldown. Oh, we got better moves later. I promise you that. Wait for the turn. Oh, you don't have another copy of that unit from your deck. That's very sad, but simultaneously extremely owns. So I'm thinking... if I could hit you for 1, that would be ideal, but it's not easy. I still think I will destroy you. I'm just not sure if the pikeman is the right play, but it certainly seems not bad. So let's play pikeman.
Aye.
I do still hate you. I think I'm just gonna... yeah, I'm gonna hit you to get your armor off, I think. Kills another unit as well. End turn. Deploy a random unit from your deck and it gets boosted by 2.
Oh, the commissar will hear.
It's an extremely annoying unit. Death Wish. Now we're talking. So I'm thinking that there's a couple moves. One would be you decoy the War Wagon, and then next turn you play it again. You get an insane amount of armor. That's really the only thing worth decoying. But you could also just play Regiment Drummer, and then play the top Blitz card from your deck. I don't even know what it would be, but there's a chance that it could be the Archer, which would be awesome. So I'll tell you what. We'll start here.
Again and again and again.
I think we've got him anyway, but we'll see. That's unfortunate.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
But now, when we get our cooldown ability, we're in a good spot. And now we'll decoy... well, we could also Reynard. Got me on my knees.
Discipline shall bring us
Try this
victory.
guy's ability again. Hey, now we're cooking.
Arbalist at your command.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Destroy you. Give you armor. Look at that. Good to go, boys. Please stop deploying the same random unit that has the maximum amount of power in your deck. It's highly annoying. I think we just play the Arbalist again. So you go like this. You go hop, decoy, targeting Arbalist, send them back. Remember, you have to win the next round too. Not necessarily, because I already won the first round, but I understand what I understand where your head's at. I understand what you're talking about. Yes. Oh, I was just gonna say, let me guess.
Off to the front yet again.
Let me freaking guess, man. All the random cards in his deck are apparently 10 power or greater. So check this out. No, it's gonna do 3. I have to think about this for a second. I guess I would rather just hit you very hard. Something like this. Then... ah, your order is done. That makes sense. I'm still gonna use it, though. I'd rather take 4 power off than 2 power, because I'm very good at arithmetic. It also killed this unit anyway, thanks to your loyalty ability. And you know what? You jokers, get off of this row, and if I get a chance to play an order refresher, you can move up and give the Wagenburg more power anyway. You're done? You just give up? Never mind.
This artist will be
We should still win, but I don't know. Maybe this guy's got 500 foot soldiers.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
We win. Probably. What, like it's hard? Easiest game of my life. Thank you for the myriad resources. Your priority is the capture of Dravograd. Seizing the city in the war's first days grants additional clout behind our allies in their negotiations with the Lyrian nobility. You needn't lose peace of mind over Queen Meve. According to our reports, she's using a green-white deck when the meta is Demir. She poses you no threat. We're out. Oh, we're on neutral. Okay, so I will... oh, I already used the shrine. You're lucky. You're lucky. The meta is Golgari right now. In Constructed, yes. Who plays Constructed? I'm not trying to go on the Pro Tour. I'm trying to, you know, draft some mythics. Sheep? Sheep fight, please? An actual treasure chest. It even takes longer to open. Stray's Bomber. You've discovered a card that can be used in the Gwent multiplayer game. That's gonna be a really nice auntie. Why does every game these days make you hold down the button in order to confirm an action? 2 reasons. One of which is that it makes you confirm that you've actually wanted to do the action that you're taking. The other one is that it makes it feel like it's hard work because of the entitled generation of millennials playing video games, myself included. So you're like, oh, I held down the button and my finger's sore. I better get at least 16 wood and 24 gold. Hello? It is better than a pop-up. Are you sure you want to open the treasure chest? Eliminate all ghouls, use your leader's ability, have faith in your most loyal units. I understand. Every 3 units on turn start consume a unit in your graveyard. What are you? Owlser's lightning and the thunder. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Then trigger all allies' loyalty abilities. What I was really hoping is I could hit you for 2 and then hit you all for 4 with my special ability, but... Oh, it's very similar. We want to get you all to the same level of HP and then kill you with a Scorch. Let me give it objectives again. Eliminate all ghouls. Gotcha. Get yourself a Ghoul'dan shower. Well, they have a leader too? Yeah, no ability though. I'm watching it right now and I'm like, this seems, I guess you play Arbalist, other row, Arbalist, Scorch, they all die. But they're gonna gain power as well, so let's see.
1 bolt's all I need.
What? Every 2 turns on turn start, consume a unit from your graveyard and boost self by 3. Okay. I understand what you're trying to say, but... So we have to kill all ghouls. There's a couple of things that I can think of here. Alright, fair enough. Can I restart this battle? I would like to restart this battle right away. I know what to do. Three turns on turn start, consume a unit in your graveyard. Every 2 turns on turn start, consume. Okay, I think it's like this.
Give me a time.
That. What's your ability again? Boost an ally by 4, give it 1 armor, then trigger loyalty cooldowns. Loyalty, damage a random enemy nearest to self by 2. Boost an ally by 4, give it 1 armor, then trigger. Okay, so stop. Give me 1 moment, please. I don't know if we have to use this as many times as possible. I'm gonna try.
Arbalist at your command.
Do you hear that? You don't hear it? Oh, just me then, huh? I mean, you have to act fast on this one for sure. I still think I've done it wrong, though. Like, here's my game plan. Kill this guy as quickly as possible. Leave these 2 on the same amount of HP. No. Okay, let me rephrase. Hit this guy for the exact same amount to put... You look, I don't need to look at the graveyard, okay? The whole friggin' graveyard is the same card. I need to put them all at roughly the same level of HP so I can play a Scorch and kill them. Why can't you put down 2 Arbalists in one turn? Because it's not conducive to the game rules. It's an illegal maneuver. Yeah, I don't have enough lands. Exactly.
I'm a one, sir.
Yes, I see the hint. Have faith in your most loyal units. This is probably the hardest puzzle in the first 2 acts. I mean, I believe it.
One gold I need.
Something sort of like this. It's very similar to this. I think we're still off, obviously, but yeah, fair enough. It's sort of, you gotta like reverse engineer it. You gotta work backwards. What about turn 1 Arbalist hits Al Ghul, then ability, then Scorch? It's not, you can only play 1 card per turn. You can use multiple abilities per turn. You can only use 1 card per turn. Otherwise, I would go like Arbalist, Scorch, they're all dead. Very easy. The difficulty is in them getting stronger. So immediately this guy's gonna grow. So all I'm thinking right now is like, if I hits for 2, right? No, I think I have it, weirdly enough. I'm so close. Give me 1 second to think. It's like, if I hit you for 10, you're gonna go back up to 13 next turn. So I have to hit you for 2. I think it's something like this. This long sword takes you down to 11. Then is like this.
1 gold's all I need.
Like the only other way to do this would be like hit you like that, and then next turn hero power. I don't know. Give it 1 second. Again, so close to being functional. Something like this.
Give me a target.
It's 1 off. It's not further from the answer, you madman. Look at this. We were 1 HP away from the dream absolutely working there and all 3 of them dying. But the real Galaxy Brain is you're still 1 move away either way. Okay, so last time we did... Okay, let me think. You're overcomplicating it. That's not advice. You're right. Shooting your own units from the Arbalist. Now that's advice. That way you're not doing 1 extra damage to this guy. Hold on, brain's broken. Okay, so we started last time we did it like this. I think that functions and works fine. No, the hero power does 2. So even if I had played the unit after hero powering, it would have been the same problem. It would have just been off by 1 in a different direction. Let me just go through this. So you're about to grow. Take me 1 step closer to the edge, and I'm about to grow. Something like this. Literally this time, just did the exact same thing, but I left this guy with 1 too many HP. Get them all to 21. I know! I know the puzzle of just trying to solve the puzzle. It's like you're looking at someone putting together a jigsaw puzzle and you're going, oh, hey, put the pieces in the right place to assemble the image on the box. I'm aware. Close. Imagine if you didn't damage the back ones by 1. Okay, so I play it, I don't damage the back one. Who does this guy target? The front one. As a result, it's off by 1 in the other direction. In the other direction.
Give me a target.
It cannot target itself. You have to target the other arbalest, so turn 1 is still an issue. But I do think this is the right track. Let's try this real quick.
Arbalest to your command.
So you're going to be at 21. You're going to be at 35. This is where things get very delicate. Leader ability gets us there. Then electricity, then scorch. I hope that's enough time, though. Yeah, this will do it. No, I have to have them in the same row. It's the same thing, but in the same row. Then you play this. You get, okay, yeah, absolutely. No, that's it. I just got to keep the moves in my head now. All right. Here we go. First one. Boom. Too easy.
1 bullet's all I need.
Easy, Mike. End turn. Second turn. Yeah.
Give me a time.
Sorry about that, my friend. You're gonna use your leader's ability. You're gonna use Alzur's lightning and his thunder. You're gonna play the Lyrian Arbalest.
Arbalest to your command.
You're gonna play Scorch. Look at that. First try. I mean, I think it's better if you don't get it on your first try, because it indicates the puzzles are well designed to elicit some sort of cleverness and lateral thinking, as opposed to click the buttons until you get the reward and win. Inhabitants of conquered territories are henceforth informed that any attempt to impede the Imperial War effort should be met with punishment of the highest severity. Hail Kaiser! The Duke Ardal Ebdahi, Great Chancellor, Commander of Army Group East. Kaiser. 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 Tally ho, to the north, my friends.
Then one day, gazing towards the horizon, the Queen spotted Lyrian banners whipping about in the wind.
At long last,
She said with a smile. Neve resolved to speak with the commander, one Baronet Eldar. It was the first time they met, and the youth very much impressed her. Yet instead of questioning Eldar about the foe's troop movements, Reynard took the conversation down a seemingly irrelevant path.
And how's your father, if I may ask? In good health, I hope?
Yes.
It's Austin Powers.
Though he still
How's your
nurses
father?
that bump he suffered while hunting last winter. Yet he's not one to complain. I'll tell him you asked.
Irritated at the trivial nature of the conversation, Neve gave her horse a dose of her reins and cantered off. Once Eldar and his men were safely behind them, she took Reynard aside.
Reynard, this is no time for gossip and pleasantries. We are at war.
Yes, Your Majesty. And in such times, little should be taken at face value.
Oh.
Even a man's name.
Get to the point, Reynard.
Eldar's father died a month past. His son, I venture, should have known as much.
But that means... Oh, the bastard.
He's a
Impeccable
doppelganger.
accent, though.
I fear he's rather representative of what we face. Nilfgaardian spies are ever well prepared.
Tell me, how did you know?
He wears no mourning on his armor. Were it not for that, I dare say I might never have guessed. What are your orders, Your Grace? To observe these Nilfgaardian mummers?
Send scouts after them. They're to be watched closely.
Assemble a force. Tell them to follow our new allies. Observe them closely.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Reynard's scouts did as ordered, watching the false Lyrians while themselves remaining unseen. Soon after, a scout returned with news that the false Lyrians seemed headed for Rastburg, a castle several leagues to the north.
Combat, please. If you'll excuse me, I have messages to look at here. Sure. How is wah and wah? Checking the wire. All right.
House, barn, granary. Blackclads burnt it all down.
Bang, bang. They burned it down. Bang, bang. I desire more standard battles, please. Oh! They will face me in heated combat. You took her wood supply and left? It's all burned. She's not going to use it. I'll make a decoy or something.
The false Lyrians approached Rastburg Castle. They sought to convince the defenders to open the gate. As their commanders negotiated on the ramparts, the remaining infiltrators crouched hidden behind a wall, awaiting the signal to rush forth.
Time for Baronet Elder to join his falsely claimed father,
muttered the Queen.
Follow me!
You ever hear the expression, an eye for eye leaves everybody blind? Sorry, they didn't spell it wrong in the Farmer's Almanac where I read it from. An eye for an eye leaks everybody blind. It's a shortened battle, but no special conditions. Don't make Tomo Mlem my wife, please. choose cards to redraw. Okay, pikemen. Lonely pikeman is horrible. Get out of here. Medics are not necessary. I mean, I like this, the lonely scytheman. I don't think we need you. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking, dude. I'm done redrawing. This is perfect. Wow, you just made a terrible mistake. If no unit is marked, mark the lowest enemy after 3 turns. On turn start, transform it into Alba pikemen and move it to your side. What are you talking about? Turn 1. Right, it's a shortened battle. It would be so nice if I could hit 3 of you for 2 immediately, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think that's a very dumb idea. I think I'm gonna start with the Wagenburg. Dude, that's painful. This mission took me 2 hours to get it right. Oh, get ready. I think our Wagenburg is going to be killed, but still think it's worth starting here. Perhaps not. Yo, it's extremely resinous deck, by the way. I would really like this Arbalest to die. You're also marked, so you're certainly dead. I would like to summon myriad units, please.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
I would like to restart, please. Thank you. That was a bad play. Alright, Lonely Pikemen? No, don't exist. This is actually a decent start. War Wagon is better. 2 War Wagons is a little egregious, but I love it.
They found us! Not to eat!
Step 1. Oh, you go first. I forgot about that. Step 1. Wagenburg. Pass turn. Hello. Wagenburg lives again. We should do this. Now we're talking. Goodbye. Lyrian Bandit. So now we got a 4 damage attack. I'm just annoyed because if I hit you for 4, it should hit. I mean, this is going to hit you for 4 as well. I kind of like the idea of hitting the back row on this one. Like, you hit the back row. No, you have to do this first. Then they got the armor back. Whatever, it's still pretty good. It says the next time, so I actually thought this was like a one-time thing, but I mean, in my opinion, it should say every time. But I guess it's the same verbiage in the end. Man, every time an order is used, you get stronger and stronger. And I'm all out of scorches, dude. So I'm thinking you definitely Arbalist here, you're gonna love this play. I promise you this.
One boat.
This guy's dead and no longer annoying. Pass turn.
God!
Next turn is very simple. You play Count Caldwell.
Keep calm, Tiberius.
You go up here.
Give me a target.
And you do 6 damage. Sorry, 7 damage. If the unit has armor. Yeah. Although, I don't know, you getting stronger also sucks. So let's do that. Excuse me. Oh, I don't have a second war wagon in my deck. It's a little bit worse then, but...
El Herzer.
Lonely Pikeman. Discard all copies of this unit from hand and deck. The other war wagon is in our hand, of course. It's okay, it still works. Do we have any other copies of the... We must have other archers in our deck. It's the only explanation.
Yes.
I love it. 4 HP enemies is a dream come true. I know it buffs them, but I don't care. Is there any way to get you to 4 power? If I hit you for 4, you'll go to 4 power. If I hit you for 8, you'll go to 4 power. That's rough. That's not easy. I could also hit you for 8. I think we're actually going to do it like this.
Arbalist, you're coming.
Arbalist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want you to be close to death. Pass turn. Get ready for this. Excuse me, sir. Oh, they're all dead. This is a dream come true. Watch this. Count Caldwell. Welcome to the freaking show.
If you insist.
I'm a boss.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. Boom. This time you're going to do 9 damage. That's not nearly as good, unfortunately. We'll still hit you because I hate you. Get ready for this. Two hours, huh? Resign. Resign. You lose.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
I'll just pass. I don't think you're getting to 67. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but come on, dude, be honest.
Aye.
Scheiß!
You're still going to get hurt really badly.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Off to the front yet again.
I have every card in my deck out right now. What are you going to do?
Erigoire.
Take another 16 power off. Oh, oh. What are you gonna do? Multiply all of my power by 10? You still lose. World's
the castle
greatest.
is secure, Your Grace.
I don't know how you stop a galaxy brain with a Crab Nebula deck.
The Nilfgaardians found themselves in a clinch. As boiling oil and tar rained down on them from the walls, they attempted to retreat. Yet Meave's halberdiers cut off their path, and at the fight's end, Meave was victorious. The garrison commander now knelt by the body of the purported Baronet Eldar, in truth, a Nilfgaardian spy. He shook his head in disbelief.
He addressed me by name. Knew our watchwords. Why, if you hadn't come along, Your Grace, I fear even to think on it.
Let this be a lesson, then. Trust no one, not a living soul.
Though victory was
Great
theirs,
lesson
the
for all
Lyrians
the
left Rasberg in
Hulkamaniacs
mightily
playing
low
at home.
spirits.
Trust nobody, not even yourself. 146 wood.
Milady,
Thank
if
milady.
I may, the enemy yet lurks. You must bolster your force. You must incorporate a detachment from my unit.
For tax purposes. Hold on, what? Are you giving me units?
Oh, the times the
No?
black lads
No?
watch your back.
No? Okay, see you later then. Why waste my time? Now, this deck's already banging. Pitch a camp though, and give me some more food, please. I want to be able to put more food in my deck. Chat, I know you're not supposed to know this. How do I get a higher capacity amount of food for my deck? Not yet? What do you mean not yet? You can't till later? Oh, you get it in the next act. Just when I thought I was out, they sucked me back in.
What the devil is going on?
Yeah, it looks like a fire.
Where are our reinforcements? Why does Willem not ride out to face the foe? Relieve besieged town?
Your Majesty, there are people inside undoubtedly locked themselves in to keep safe from the Nilfgaardians, but the devils have set it alight. You must do something. The roof is beginning to give way. Yes, absolutely. 2 helmets, no big deal. I don't know what card that is, but it's green, so it's unplayable.
Keep a keen watch.
Quinoa. It's a superfood. Pretty cool that stuff's on fire. Well, I'm going to take all the supplies you guys need to rebuild, and I will see you later. Tally ho.
Meave's retinue was riding through a narrow gully when a shrill cry cut the air.
And van in order!
The gully came alive, and soldiers in black armor rushed forth. A cry in turn went up and down Meave's ranks. Ambush!
I'm ready. Shortened battle. The Lyrians closed in a tight circle, forming a barrier between the queen and their foe. Meave was safe, and yet she could not sit idle. She spurred on her steed and rode headlong into the throes of battle in search of the Nilfgaardian commander. She had hoped to ask the black-clad a few questions, knife to his throat if necessary. Shortened battle has never stopped me. Bring, da-da-da-ding, ba-ba-ba-bring. Okay, what do we like? We have morale, so all of our units are a little better. Dude, the pikeman is trash. Like, actually kick it out. I don't think the medic is that good. The arbalist is incredible. But I would like some legendaries, please. So goodbye, drummer. Goodbye, scytheman. Goodbye, drummer. I'll take it.
Defensive formation!
152, 154.
After 2 allies appear, boost self by 6 and gain resilience. I can wait 1 more turn. They need 2 allies. If there's a Nilfgaardian interceptor on the battlefield, reset its ambush and spawn a base copy of it. Okay, I understand. Turn 1, we can deal with a Wagenberg. Problem solved. Summon another recruit, please.
Scrubbing
Thank
duty
you.
again? Oh, gods.
What do we do next? Create a lonely scytheman. Well, I mean, if we really wanted to attack, we don't even have to do that.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Instead, we could do this. Just wipe your row completely. What?
Alba!
An enemy uses its ability. Boost self by 2 and gain 2 armor. I don't think so. We're gonna play an Arbalist from the start of this.
One bolt.
It's a control deck. What comes next? Honestly, extreme waste of your time and limited resources.
Off to the front yet again.
I don't know if you realize yet that you're bad
Arbalist to your command.
and I rule. Yep.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Okay, I mean, I got a game plan. Something like this.
Spirit's willing and how, but these damn
This.
boots are killing me.
Is there... Do you have a move? Do you have any moves that do anything to me? I don't understand.
Off to the front yet again.
Alright, admittedly that is kind of bad, but... Yeah, the Arbalist is extremely good. No disputing that.
Can't take it anymore.
Honestly, no. We're not using our ability. It's not necessary yet. I'd rather hit you both for 4. Heal an ally and boost it by the amount. See? Nothing to heal.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Yep.
My prescription.
You're done. You're done. Like, actually de-destroyed. We should have moved these guys back, played this, moved them forward, given you a little bit more bonus, but it don't matter. Check this out. I don't have the ability to use the order.
Her Majesty
Until now.
Exceptional.
You got nothing? Alright, I win. You lose. Good day, sir.
I want them taken alive. I need answers.
We have a strong deck.
After the skirmish, the Queen's troops brought several Nilfgaardian prisoners before her. Reynard, who had the best command of their mongrel tongue, interrogated. His first question? How many battalions were marching on Dravograd?
Kes, Zagdran, Ep, Dravograd, Ven.
Yeah, what he said.
The prisoners whispered feverishly, then one spoke on their behalf. They would answer no questions until the Queen pledged to free them in return. The Lyrian soldiers saw this as arrogance, and said as much.
Conditions they're giving us now? Sons of whores! I say, we find a tree with a strong bough, several...
Goodbye.
I know not the custom in Nilfgaard, but here in the north, the vanquished do not make demands.
Meve gazed at the prisoners.
Since you do not wish to speak, you shall remain forever silent. Ready your rope!
Thanks for the morale.
That day, Meve demonstrated she would show the invaders no mercy. The Lyrians marched off, strengthened in their resolve, prepared...
Told ya. Morale up. And the only thing the troops like more than food is blood.
Blackclads trampled my son, your majesty. You saw him walking along the road.
Honestly, sounds like a personal problem. Yes, give me the card. Give me the wood. Ooh, we've almost completed the Earden rune. Whoa, hey, ease up there.
Niamh and company passed by a village evidently pillaged by the Nilfgaardians. From afar, they had heard cries, but as they drew near, they recognized them not as cries of grief, but as cursing, cries of anger.
Give him a proper walloping, the scoundrel!
Mercy, good folk! I've done nothing wrong!
The villagers stood gathered near the hamlet's center, surrounding an elf, bloodied and cowering. Stones in hand, the peasants threatened and cursed him. The queen demanded an explanation. A ruddy-faced blacksmith stepped forth and spit.
A Nilfgaardian spy the horse is, your majesty. He's the one brought him here to raise the village. He's got to hang.
The other villagers agreed with the smith. The elf fell at the queen's feet and groveled.
Have mercy, Renner. Save your loyal subject. They lie. They fault me only as I am an elf.
Spare the elf's
Whence
life.
the certainty of his guilt? Have you any
Due
proof?
process. Haven't you
Did
seen
anyone
Making a
see him
Murderer
communing
season
with the
2?
foe? Did he hold any coin
Maybe
with a
the
foreign
police
stamp?
The villagers
shot
eyed
the
Niamh
elf with a
angrily, their
tranquilizer
hands
dart,
clenched into fists.
stole his blood, and then
Yet none
placed
dared
it on the
utter a
hood
word
of the
in protest.
RAV4.
Know this. The Blackclads need no reason to pillage our homes. Now stand aside and let this wretch go.
The elf tearfully thanked the queen, then begged her not to leave him behind. Instead, he pleaded vehemently to join her retinue.
Your most noble grace, please. I beg you. As soon as you're gone, the Dwan will hang me from the nearest tree.
Let the elf join your company? Absolutely.
So be it.
Said the queen after a moment's consideration.
Thanks for the card.
Find the quartermaster. He's to put you to work. And now we march.
The villagers gazed with hatred as the company left the hamlet. When its thatched roof huts disappeared beyond the next bend, Niamh breathed a sigh of relief.
One moment. I have 9+ Discord messages. Sure, I would love a Lethal League Blaze Key TY. Now, before we go to the very end of the stream, I should mention again, the stream is sponsored by GOG, a subsidiary of CD Projekt Red. This is Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales, the standalone PvE Gwent single-player adventure RPG. It's available on GOG. GOG Galaxy, I should say, a DRM-free client where you can play this and other games, including the Gwent multiplayer game, which when you play the single-player game, you get cards for the multiplayer game. Go check it out. If you scroll below the video player, you can get a link that will take you to the store page, at which point you use your hard-earned currency to purchase it for yourself. We might be able to fit in one more battle. Thank you, GOG. More fire equals more battles. No thank you? Wait. Okay, we already have morale. He'll receive what is owed. Lashes in a place for him and his family in my army. Nah, you know, I will do nothing instead. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Rush.
Remember this, Nilfgaardians. You'll not defeat the gods.
Oh my
They
word.
fear not your torches. They fear not your swords.
Bring, bring. We should have done morale down. We could have spent a little gold, gotten morale back up anyway. Ooh. The troll he's misunderstood.
A dark shadow suddenly cut across the sky. The queen instinctively brought her shield up, convinced a Nilfgaard Niamh.
I'm gonna be honest, I had to skip through the dialogue. Command your force to help the troll. I'm ready. I hate to skip a troll's dialogue. Hopefully we'll get it at the end when we save him. Win the battle without letting Shoop die or be captured. No. Yes. No. 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 No, definitely not. No. Alright, I'll take it. This is where it gets a little complicated.
Protect the troll!
Every 2 turns on turn start, if the sum of both adjacent units' power is even, damage all units on opposite row by 1, then move to other row. If odd, damage all units on this row by 1, including self, then move to other row. What? On every turn, damage the highest powered enemy unit by 5 if its power is an even number. Okay, check this out. Turn 1.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
No damage to be done. Sum of both adjacent powers is even. Otherwise, if odd, damage all units on this row by 1, including self. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
I'm a one say.
It is a little mathematical, but so we're gonna take 1 damage, but it was okay. Okay, the Arbalists are horrible. I just absolutely hate them. I think we want to do something like this. We can move the banner up next turn. You're good. For now. You're still good. You're not going to move. Okay, so this followed by... I really want to play a War Wagon, but that's not going to work. We don't want to damage them on this turn. I think what we want to do is something like this. I do understand we could play... It's actually not... it is a bad idea. We'll do it next turn. Watch this. Okay, so we play you. Acceptable.
These damn boots are
Yeah. End turn. Okay, so if we survive this turn, what are we going to do next turn? Ability. Counts. Damage them all.
It's safe!
Your Grace, the troll, it's a bit unpredictable.
Retreat!
Okay, that was like a little rude, to be honest with you. What you've just done to me there was highly rude.
What? Who dares?
I should give him 10 power, but I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, I think I would rather just destroy you. Life is good. I cannot play this. Ah! That was a pretty good turn, though. Save my son, thank you. Now we need the sum to be even. Something like this. I can't play it, of course, you fool. That's alright, it's gonna damage. Life goes on.
That will do.
excuse me, move the lowest enemy next to this unit and lock it? A little insulting. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you for 7 because I hate you.
1 bullet's all I need.
I still think it should be 10, which would be good, but it might not be 10. It might count as 23.
This one's got screwed.
Ah! That's terrible news. Now you're at 11. So here's what we do. We put a 13 next to you.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Next turn we body it. I got it wrong.
Catch him! He's worth 20
Please
florins!
get them out of here, but also thank you for the incredible value at getting my boys back.
Ah!
I really appreciate it. Just thinking. Just thinking. I'll be ready for 2. Snap, snap, whip. Something like this. It's our best play. I'm not gonna put Shoop in my hand. We win. He's got 1 card left.
Cannot feign!
Deploy. Give all allies immune. Amazing. You must think you're extremely good, but you're not. You're the only person I could hit. I still win because I'm the best.
Humans good do. Shoop help.
I'm so good
Illyrians
at Gwent.
smashed the Nilfgaardian force. The troll, having grown suddenly pensive, gazed and picked at the invaders' corpses.
Clad in blacks, humans. No good humans.
It's like talking to Josh.
Just so, Sir Troll. The Nilfgaardians are a devious lot. Our land they've attacked most treacherously.
Clad in blacks, humans hard. Why no good humans? Big lot armor.
Big lots?
You got to. Try morsel of human, you wish?
Do you know to whom you speak? This is Her Majesty, your...
Greeting your queen. Shoop is me.
Shoop.
There, Reynard. I believe I can manage this.
No. You're not speaking in troll dialect.
No. Keg's good for smash when Shoop angry gets. But costume engaging. That what mean?
It means...
One thing for other. For glitterrocks, even.
Yes, if you play your cards right,
Play
you might just
your
convince someone to
cards
pay you in
right.
rocks.
Cards, kegs, trade, glitter rocks. Oh, Shoop plan got.
Shoop go face.
Afore human go, Shoop human give. Your queen aid give. Your queen aid get.
Is that a threat? Elf and onion soup!
The troll turned on it.
Anyway, we gotta move on. Thanks again to GOG, Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales, available now on GOG Galaxy. Extremely fun, rewarding, made my brain hurt a little bit, but in the best way possible. You can scroll down below the video player. Check it out for yourself on GOG Galaxy. We're going to move on to the NLSS, but thank you to GOG for, I was going to say spoiling me. I mean, maybe, but sponsoring me. I'll see you guys in like 2 minutes.